What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Philip20 and I'm back. Check it out, I got my friend with me. He's a ghost from a game that I used to play. He's Philip20's ghost. Kind of cool, right? Well, I mean, he's alright. Check him out. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've got Destiny 2 coming out. It's right down the road. And it's going to be fairly exciting for a lot of the different type of gamers. Not everybody's going to go back and play it again because of the repetitive gameplay style. Maybe they changed it up this time around. That way you don't play the same mission 5 or 6 times to benefit from it. For instance, the raids. You go into the raids, you played 10-15 raids, and then some people still never got what they was actually there to get. And that is pretty disappointing. Especially some people wanted the special ghost shell. Or some people wanted a special rifle. You know, it's pretty important that Bungie expands out to something that's not repetitive. And everybody that has ever played Destiny cannot say that this game wasn't repetitive. It had a lot of content. It was a very good game, but when they started taking my weapons away, for instance, the Vex Meta class, that gun was impressive, and then they nerfed it. And then you go out and you go and find new weapons, and then they take the damage down. For instance, the Yellowhorn. Or, you know, like my favorite gun, the Vex Meta class. I loved that gun. It was so much fun. I really enjoyed it. But when they turned it to a piece of junk, it was pretty much unusable in PvP as a competition weapon. For instance, I worked for months to acquire my Vex Meta class. Once I acquired it, and they nerfed it that week. It was like, I gotta play with it for one day before it was nerfed. It was unbelievably disappointing. Bungie, shame on you. Aside from that, the collector's edition is what I'm pretty interested in. I've always been interested in collector's edition. For instance, my ghost right here is a collector's edition ghost. It's pretty cool. I like it. You know, it's not particularly important to play the game with any kind of a collector's edition at all. If you just want to play the video games and play and have fun, that's totally cool. I like to collect some things that I enjoy along the way. Now, here's something that's going to throw it all out there. We're going to be playing Destiny on PC this year. PC is going to get Destiny 2. Destiny 2 is probably going to be locked to 30 frames a second, just like Batman Arkham City was. I mean, maybe it was. I'm not exactly sure. I didn't pick up that game. But there was a lot of problems with Batman Arkham City when it was ported over. And it was only ported over by 12 people. Batman Arkham City, I think. And we don't want that to happen with this. We're hoping that since, Xbox One has a window-based platform, it will operate properly, assuming that they put a good team behind it. If they drop the ball on this one, that's going to make for sure that a lot of people's not going to want to play these new type of games on PC. They're going to say, I don't want to play it. So, aside from that, let's talk about the Collector's Edition. The Collector's Edition is kind of interesting to me, particularly because I like solar, and the Collector's Edition comes with a 15-inch laptop bag. It's going to come with, your art book, steel bookcase, some trinkets and knickknacks, not a whole lot of different stuff. But what is important to me is actually one of the very few times you see something like this produced. It's got solar panels in the Collector's Edition, and you know I like solar panels. I mean, just look at the name in the title below. We're solar power, electricity, and electronics, and we're going to review how much power it actually puts out because I've got all the tools to test it. Nowhere have I found exactly how much power this rollout solar panel is going to be that attaches to this battery backup pack and flashlight. So that's really cool. Basically, they're taking you out of the comfort zone of where you would always go back to the tower and upgrade your equipment or this or that. They're going to put you out in the wilderness, out by yourself, fighting without the tower. And because the tower's been destroyed, there's no place to go now. Everything's been destroyed. So you got to fend for yourself and live off the grid for yourself. Of course, the grid is pretty much destroyed prior to this whole situation, so in the storyline. But they're bringing it out with a really, really awesome way to think about how to play. Instead of going to the tower, collecting all your loot, doing this, doing that, and also, instead of running off of 512 megabytes of RAM from the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, that's going to be PS4, PlayStation, PS4, PS4 Pro, Xbox Scorpio, and the PC Master Race. So basically, if it doesn't look as good on PC as it does on the PlayStation or the Xbox, then it's going to be pretty disappointing. But since it's going to have the PS4 Pro already vitalized, it'll probably have a really nice setup for the PC. It should look pretty good. It should be able to run at 60 frames a second or higher, depending on the demanding power that it requires. I mean, the PlayStation 4 was struggling with the last one, so let's just go with that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is Philip 20, Philip 20's Ghost at Solar Power, Electricity, and Electronics, and we're going to get that bag, and we're going to put it to the test. See you next time. Peace. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching all the way to the end of the video. There's lots more content coming. Click the subscribe button below. Make sure you come back for more because there's great content always coming up every day in this channel. See you next time. Peace.